Welcome to GhanaWeb TV. This is a GhanaWeb special on the GhanaWeb Reporter. The GhanaWeb Reporter is the Ghana's first digital media sharing platform that democratizes journalism and empowers content creators. My name is Ismail Akwe, and today we are going to go through the ins and outs of the GhanaWeb Reporter through the eyes of journalists, bloggers, and content creators. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to our GhanaWeb special, and we have here in our studio two gentlemen who are one of the first users of the GhanaWeb Reporter platform that democratizes journalism and empowers content creators. Indeed, they are content creators and they've been using the reporter since January. Let me introduce you to Mr. Michael Jan, who is on my immediate left, and Mr. Michael Ejapong, who is also a GhanaWeb reporter. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Let me start with Mr. Michael Jan. How long have you been using the GhanaWeb Reporter?
For the past 6 months now.
6 months. Since when? Is it
January?
January? Okay. Five months, I think.
Months, okay.
That's 5 months. And how did you get to know about the reporter?
I got to know about it online in LinkedIn.
On LinkedIn?
Yeah.
And then it was a contest. I remember we put out a contest about the reporter, and then we asked people to send in entries. So you sent in a LinkedIn entry.
Exactly.
Yes. And why did you think you would be selected as one of the winners of the contest?
Actually, I'm a content writer myself. I have a personal blog that I do also publish articles. So when I got that opportunity, quickly I sent in my articles. So I knew that definitely my articles will also go through because I'm a content writer myself.
What's your blog name?
My blog name is FrenchEducationGhana.com.
.com.
Yeah.
It's not .wordpress.
No.
.com.
Yes.
Okay. Now let me come to the other Michael Ejapa. Yeah. Ejapa, how did you know about the reporter?
Yes, I was going through Twitter, and then I saw GhanaWeb Reporter. Actually, first it was a flyer, an artwork, and I read through it and I said, okay, so how do I fill in this? And then I went back to your page on Twitter, and then I see a link there. So I tap on the link, and then I submitted an article I wrote. I submitted that article because I read through the requirements, and then I saw that the article should be impactful, should impact lives. And then I sat down for a while, and then I think, okay, so you just let me submit this article because I know they really need it, and maybe out of that they will have some help. So I submitted that particular article, and
then you are here.
Yes.
So are you a journalist?
Yes, I'm a journalist.
Okay. Where do you work now?
At Radio 1.
Radio 1.
Yes.
Okay. And how does the reporter, come to support the work you're doing as a journalist?
Yes, because with a reporter, with even my own blog, I need to put up a write-up. But with a reporter, I can even put out just a video and then do a caption so that people knows what actually is happening. Let's say the flood here in Accra. I can take a video and then just caption, this is happening in Accra, this place, and then people get to know, and then they have access to what is happening, other than just putting in a lot of write-up and all that. So I think it's wonderful. It's have just summarized everything my work.
So let me give you some background. Michael Ejapong and Michael Jan were part of the 10 contestants who were selected and awarded at the Ghana Bloggers Summit after they contested in the GhanaWeb Reporter contest. And all of them submitted stories that were fit to be on the reporter. And then they were given the first-hand account on the GhanaWeb Reporter. So they were the first to have accounts on the reporter. They've been using it since January, and now they are giving us what they've experienced, what they've encountered, and also the rewards they gained out of the GhanaWeb Reporter. Let me go back to Mr. Michael Jan. So from January, when you were given the account, what have you been going through?
When I had the opportunity to have the account, I started immediately publishing my articles, and the articles come from also from social media. When I see it, I try to put my own perspective there, one that I always want to also motivate others, yes, about life. So depending on the topic of the articles, I also try to bring my own ideas that will also help the audience, especially the youth, how to keep on going. And doing that has really also helped me, and people appreciate it.
What's one significant content that you remember publishing on the Reporter?
I have a lot of them, more than 500 articles, but the one that really went far was about almost 1 million views, was about Eto. Yes, I wrote about Eto, the way Eto became president in Cameroon as Cameroon, the
Fecafoot of Cameroon,
yes,
yes.
president of Fecafoot. And then when he did that for free. So he didn't charge anything, like monthly he was going to charge something like salary, but for free, and also increased the player's salary. So through that, when I took it, I published it, that this is exactly what, yes, this is the type of leaders that we want in Africa, for Africa's development. And that content really went for almost 1 million views.
But you are a content creator, and do you create video content as well?
For now, no.
Okay.
No.
But how did you know that the Eto story would blow up?
Yes, I knew because of what he did. Yes, actually, Eto has money. He's a billionaire. So Eto could have still charged them as a president. Yes, take money, the salary. But here's the case, because he wanted to sacrifice. That's the sacrifice spirit that really got me. So for him, he wants to sacrifice himself for the people. As a player, he knew what players go through. So he wanted actually to help them.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is the part that really got me, and I also wrote an article about it. That is exactly what I mean. Our leaders also need to be not always about money, but it should also come from the heart. Okay.
Yeah. Ejapa, what about you? What was your most significant article which you published through the Reporter?
Yes, that was the last meal of Couture Champon before his execution, and then people really wanted to read about it. What food? And then actually in the headline I said his favorite meal, so people wanted to know about his favorite meal. And then recently I published about the wedding photos of the president, the sitting president, Nana Addo Dankwa, His Excellency, and then people are really loving it. And then, you know, I think one thing I've also noticed when I was using the Reporter is that I've been on other platforms, because I'm a blogger, I've been on other platforms. They have their terms and conditions. That is, you need to have a certain number of words before you can put up what you want to put up. But with a Reporter, even if it is a picture, just put the picture there. Ask people about the picture. I remember I recently did one. There was this lady who has tattooed all his body, and then I posted the picture there and I said, how much are you going to pay for her bride price? And then you see the reactions are massive. So you don't need a certain voice to describe it. You just post there, ask the people, and then they can react. Other than, you know, if I want to post something, you limit me to have a certain voice before I can put it out there. But a Reporter, if it is a video, just put it up there. If it is a picture, just put it up there. Even if it is your opinion, just put it up there. And then you can also seek people to also share their views. So it's a wonderful place to be.
How do you know people are reading your article?
Yes, you can track them. There is a dashboard. So
okay,
when I put up the story, I can really track the dashboard, how many people are reading the article, my income too is there, and then even among us, the reporters, my rank with my articles. And then Michael here has been a tough opponent since we joined the house. Yes.
Since you've brought up the issue of income, it's very important to talk about that, because I know a lot of people want to earn from YouTube and other platforms, but they don't make any money. They have to hit a certain threshold and all of that. With the reporter, do you make money instantly? Are you guys seeing the money you are making? How do you make money?
Oh.
Let me go to Michael John.
Yeah, so the money is being made through the viewership.
Okay.
So when people come in numbers to read your article, other pictures or whatever you put it there, since you have a dashboard, so through that it generates an income for you. So as time goes on, and then you continue. So it has to be something that has to be consistency. Yes, in order to achieve what you also want.
Okay, where can we find your blog?
My blog,
yes.
My personal blog.
On GhanaWeb.
On GhanaWeb. It can be found at GhanaWeb News, and GhanaWeb News you will see bloggers. Is it bloggers blog?
Yes,
yeah, bloggers blog. And then my name is French Education.
Okay, so your blog name is French Education on GhanaWeb, on the news section. And what about you?
Yes, on the news section, you see Daily News Ghana.
Okay, so when we go there, everything there is your content.
Yes.
And how do you upload your content?
Yes, I use the dashboard. And then one thing also about the dashboard is that it's very easy, simple to use. You know, you don't even have to be educated. All you need to do, just download the app, and then you go through the process of registering, and then when you are posting, it's just easy. Your title is there, the body of the content, you just upload your pictures, videos, and then it's,
do you use your phone or your laptop to do
my
it?
phone.
Your phone.
Yes.
What about you?
I use laptop.
You use your laptop, but why don't you want to use the phone for uploading the content?
Oh, okay. I think the laptop is easy for me.
Easy for you. Okay, but you prefer the phone.
Yes, because with the phone I can take pictures, videos, and then upload anywhere I am. So
and are you getting any supporting, publishers who are using your account, your Daily Mail, to also publish content?
Yes.
Because I understand the reporter also has the feature where others can also help in publishing content.
Yes. I remember I needed to go off for a while, and then I said I needed someone to, and then I got 2 people, so they were publishing on my behalf.
Okay, 2 people.
Yes, 2 people. So they were publishing on my behalf whilst I was away, and then it was like all fun, because I sit back and then I see them publishing in my name, and then sometimes I need to come back and then review the content, and then they were all good. So sometimes I get people to also support it.
Do they also look at the dashboard?
Yes, they do.
They do, and they see the numbers.
Yes. I remember one stopped publishing, and then he said, "No, Charlie, you need to get me an account, because look at your numbers here. I can't really sit back and then for you to also enjoy, because I can create the content as you can. So you just give me how I can go about it," and then I did that. And then there are people also approaching. They want to join because they saw my dashboard.
Okay. And how many content do you publish in a day?
Publish about 3 to 5 contents in a day.
In a day, and yours are mainly articles.
Many articles. I don't do many articles.
Okay. And what about you? What do you post normally?
And you see, one interesting thing also about the reporter is that you don't have any limitations, so you can publish as much as you want. Sometimes I publish 5, I publish 10, depending on what I am posting.
Okay.
And I have shifted my attention from publishing articles to posting social media pictures. What is trending on social media, I bring it back to the app and then see how people are also reacting onto the app. So I'm more like sharing pictures and then videos from social media, and then it's been amazing.
Okay, with the social media shares, I know the reporter gives you the opportunity to share videos from YouTube. Yes. You can share posts from any social media platform directly to the platform. When you were told this, that was in December last year, before you were given the account, what did you make of it? What did you think?
Yes, I for the first time, I went there and then decided to share my post, and then I saw GhanaWeb up there, and I was like, oh, wow. But when I started sharing, when people react to the post on GhanaWeb, they come back and then they give me a follow. So it has really not given me income on the Reporters app, but it has also increased my following, because a lot of people also want to follow me because they always see my content on the blog, and then the post is either coming from my Instagram or my Facebook, or sometimes even my YouTube channel. So they want to follow back there. So when I post, they will be the first to see there before it comes to the app. So it's been amazing for me.
And Michael John, what was your previous impression and what do you think about it now after 5 months?
This has really helped me, especially also to have more views on my blog. So because I'm more into articles and sometimes pictures. So when I do that, I normally write my website under by Michael John, also French education. This has also increased viewers on my blog. Sometimes they want to come and see who is Michael John behind this article, especially when the person finds it good, and also other social media on Instagram and then Twitter. Some people can even message me privately, oh, I read this article about this topic, but it was good. Unfortunately, I couldn't comment on the GhanaWeb, but it was good. And that really also helps me to continue doing what I'm doing.
There's a question everybody is asking concerning your blog. Yeah. Your blog is called French Education on GhanaWeb, GH on GhanaWeb. Exactly. Why are we not seeing French education on your blog?
Exactly. So initially, the idea was to publish about French articles and also to also let people, especially students, also learn French outside the English. So that was the idea. So at times I do, but I also realized that no, I have to add other articles also into it. The article that has to do with the social issues and everything that can also impact people. So I do about the French education articles also. So it's a mix of everything, and not particularly about the French education or French articles alone. Yeah, so
well, this is quite an interesting discussion, and we'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the money part. How much money have they made in the 5 months that they've been using the reporter? They will tell us all of that after this break. Welcome back from the break. This is a GhanaWeb TV special, and we are speaking to Mr. Michael John and Mr. Michael Ejapon. They are GhanaWeb reporters, and we are talking about the GhanaWeb Reporter. Now, the money part. I mean, a lot of people are very interested in the money aspect. And Michael, I think 2 months ago, a month ago, you made a withdrawal request, and everybody was wondering, why is this guy trying to withdraw 100 cedis or so? I think about 100 or so, 170 something. So why did you make that withdrawal request when you had not even hit 300 cedis on the platform?
The thing is, when I first started, I wasn't too sure if this is really even going to work with the money aspect and all that. But then I did 3 publications, and that 3 publications got me the 100+ Ghana cedis. So after doing the 3 publications, I stopped publishing there, and then I decided to go back to my dashboard and then see how things are going. Then I saw that this 3 publications actually got me 100+ Ghana cedis. And okay, so can I really have this money, or it is just there? So I decided to request and see if truly I will receive the money. And then I was given an option to put in my mobile money and then my bank also account, but I decided to go with the mobile money and then see how fast it will be. So I wanted to see if truly I will receive the money.
And did you receive the money?
Oh yes, I did.
176, I think.
Yes, 76 Ghana cedis.
Okay, by mobile money.
Yes, by mobile money. And then one thing is that when I withdraw the money, I was just there waiting for it to drop, and then we were told that it's this is paid every 15th of the month.
Yes.
So I was waiting for it. The 15th, I didn't receive it, and I was like, okay, so let's wait and see. And then on the 15th, I didn't see anything, so I waited, and then the early morning on 16th, I received an alert that the money has been paid to me, and I was so excited. I was like, oh, okay, wow, so this is real. So, that really motivated me to continue publishing more, and then I was really telling people more about it. I was just showing them. So even though I will spend the money, I took a screenshot of it so that I can tell people that I got paid from the app.
And then you, Michael Jan.
Yes, please.
How was the payments like when a Japan was expecting 100 CDs? I'm sure you were around 500 CDs already, and you saw it. You knew what you were making.
Exactly.
Did you really believe you would make or get that money?
I couldn't believe it. But contrary to my colleague Michael Japa, mine was, I intentionally leave it like that. It was a source of motivation. So anytime when I come and I see, 500 or 600 and something, 700. So actually it was a source of motivation. Anytime when I come and I see it, it helps me to continue to publish more articles, to get where I want to get and then withdraw the money. So I wanted to be as a source of motivation. Yeah, so that's the reason why I didn't withdraw it right from the beginning.
So you didn't withdraw for 5 months, waiting for it to motivate you.
Exactly.
So which motivation level did it get to before you withdrew?
Exactly. So now when I got to 1,007, getting to 2,000 now, I said, the money is becoming huge. In GhanaWeb, would they be able to pay me that money? Okay. If that is the case, now let me withdraw it and see if truly they'll be able to pay. So I also wanted to test the system and see whether the system really works. And I did, and truly.
So you were paid?
I was paid.
Were you also paid on the 15th or the day after?
Oh, the day after.
Okay.
Or the day after. I got it into my bank account.
How much did you withdraw after the 100?
Yes, but you see, one thing is, me, for the after the 100, I didn't want to withdraw, actually. But I showed it to a few of my friends, and then they were saying, are you sure this money is real? Are you sure this money is real? You know, those kind of vibes. And I said, oh yes, I even withdrew 100 and something Ghana cedis. So I was having 500 plus in my account, waiting for it to grow more. But because I just wanted to show them this is real, I requested for a withdrawal, and then I said, you just wait and see that this money will be paid. And when the money was paid, I showed it to them, and then if you see how these people were rushing to get the account done, and then it was really amazing. But for me, I was pushed to withdraw. I just wanted to be like my brother.
So what's your final words to those who may want to be part of the reporter, who want to be reporters, and what advice would you give them in terms of how to generate content and also how to get a lot of people reading the content?
The point is, as I said earlier, this is just simple, easy. I don't know the brain, because the brain behind this reporter thing is just genius. Because we have other platforms doing the same or similar thing, but they restrict you. They give you limitations. You can publish this a day. You can publish with these words. You can publish using this, that. But with the reporter, he said, no. Do you have a video? Is it on your social media? Do you have a photo, a picture? What do you have? Do you want to show it to people? Do you want to ask them about your opinion? Just do that. You can even go through your social media posts, whether Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Just share your post, and then it will be live. people react to it, you don't need any amount, nothing. It's just you and your data, just publish and then, you know, get paid. And then one thing also is that really when I withdrawed my 500 Ghana cedis, that was 3 days ago. So I have about getting to close to 200 Ghana cedis again, just like that. So you just need to publish. If you really want to, what do you think? When I want to make a post, I ask myself, if I see this post online, will I be tempted to click on and then read? If the answer to me is yes, then I'll put it out there. I just want things that people could react to. We see things every day. We see things happening around us. People are not reporting. Even getting journalists to report on these things are hard. But GhanaWeb is that you can be your own reporter, you can be your own journalist. Just put it out there. We have the numbers, and then we will show it to our people. And then they are doing this paid something, I don't know, but then I see my content at other places of GhanaWeb. Sometimes I even open stories on GhanaWeb, and then when I scroll down, I see my content there. They are just promoting for me for free. I'm not paying anything. Just put up the content. We promote for you. You get income, and then you can withdraw your money. I don't know what else we want, and then we can't ask for more. This is just amazing.
What about you, Michael John?
Yes, so I see this reporter as a side hustle business, and then actually it also help you as a person. I'm more into writing articles, short stories. When I have the headline, I always want to write articles about it. So for me, I think it is easy, because the GhanaWeb has already the numbers. Everyone wants to create his or her own blog and also have Google AdSense, so that at the end of the day, the person can be paid. And that one sometimes becomes difficult. But with that one, the numbers, the audience is already there. So it's up to you to work on your headline. The headline is very important. So with all this experience, the headline is very important. You have some of the headlines. When you go, you can just see the introduction and then the body and also conclusion immediately from the headline. Yeah,
so your strategy is the headline?
Mine is the headline.
Okay.
Because I'm to writing the article, mine is the headline. So the headline has to be catchy. So I want you to come and then click on it, so that at the end of the day, when you read, not because I also want something in return, but it will also benefit you as well. So the headline, when you have a very catchy headline, definitely people will go and read your stories, your articles, what you have to offer. And then at the same time, in return, to also help you.
You've heard the testimonies of Michael Jan and Michael Ejapon. So they are our first users of the GhanaWeb Reporter. They are actually blog reporters. So with the reporter, there are two types. We have the basic reporters and then the professional reporters. The professional reporters earn income out of their work, which is to publish on the blogs that will be created for them. The basic reporters, you have access to the number of people on GhanaWeb, all of the GhanaWeb audience who see your content on the wall. As professional reporters, you could be VIP reporters under the professional. The VIP are for influencers, also for public figures and then celebrities. While the blogger reporters, that's for bloggers and also journalists. They are journalists, also content creators. They are using that platform to put out their content to the entire audience of GhanaWeb. GhanaWeb as well benefits by giving its audience diverse content of different varieties, help people to understand what's happening in the country. You can also be a reporter by downloading the GhanaWeb Reporter app on Play Store and then on the App Store, either on iPhone and on Android devices, and then you register, go through the process, and that's it. You can just apply, upload anything you want to upload. It could be a photo, a video, and even document. And these will be published on your personalized page, and it would also appear on the wall of GhanaWeb and on other platforms. When you want to be, or if you want to be a professional reporter, you need to apply. After downloading the app and then registering, you apply to be a professional reporter. You would have to show proof that indeed you are a content creator, you are also a citizen journalist or a celebrity or an influencer, and then you'll be given access to the professional Reporter's dashboard. Then you can measure and see the number of people who visit your page and the number of money you make out of the reporter. The reporter is so easy. There is also the aspect of the advocacy or for the advocacies, like the NGOs. You can also have a reporter page where you put out content surrounding the good works that you do, and also if you need people to contribute to your NGO with the advocacy reporter, you could do same. You just have to register to be an advocacy reporter. All the details are on GhanaWeb. Go to the wall section and you find all the content and all the reports from the reporters. The GhanaWeb Reporter is Ghana's first digital media sharing platform created to democratize journalism and empower content creators. And you've heard from Michael Ejapong. He is a journalist and he is being given the opportunity to put out his content as a journalist. And also you've heard from Michael Jan. He is a content creator. He has been empowered to make money out of his content. You can also be a reporter.
Welcome to another episode of Diaspora Link here exclusively on GhanaWeb TV. I am your host, as always, Diallo Sumbri. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm really excited about the interview we have this week with a good friend of mine, Karen Johnson, who's relocated from LA to Accra. Let's find out a little bit more about Karen and then let's dive into the interview. Let's go. So before we dive into this interview with today's guest, Karen Johnson, let's get to know a little bit about Karen. Karen.
Yeah.
This is something we do called choices.
Okay.
It's very simple.
Okay.
I give you two choices. You pick one, and you tell us why.
Okay.
All right?
Love it.
Okay. You ready to go?
Ready.
Here we go. LA or DC?
LA.
Why?
I'm from there, you know. If I got to choose a coast, you know.
If you got to choose a coast, let it be the West.
Yeah.
Let it be the West.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. Some nice, good home cooked macaroni and cheese, or jollof rice.
Macaroni and cheese.
All day mac and cheese.
All day.
Jollof can't touch it.
No, I don't even like rice.
Oh, how are you surviving here without liking rice?
No, I don't even like rice.
All right,
yeah,
all right.
macaroni and cheese for sure.
I got you. Whew. I got another one for you. All right, next. You've been in Ghana for a little while, so banku versus fufu.
Neither.
Neither?
Neither.
You don't like banku?
No.
And you don't like fufu?
If I had to.
Hey.
Omotu? What is it?
Omotu?
Omotu.
Rice balls.
Yes. Can I pick that?
Omotu. You pick omotu. No banku. No fufu.
I eat all of them, but I like omotu.
No problem.
Okay.
Even though that wasn't one of the choices.
Okay.
I've never met anyone that doesn't like banku or fufu.
It's not don't like, but choice.
It's not one of your top choices.
Yeah, I eat them all.
All right, I got you. All right, how about this? Twist or Bloom Bar?
Ooh.
I know you go out to the club, so let me see.
Bloom Bar.
Bloom Bar over Twist. Why
Over
Bloom
Twist.
Bar?
Bloom Bar, you know, like every time I go, I always have a good time, and I like the open air.
Okay.
And I feel like it's just like a vibe.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. Unlike Twist, which I love, but it's a club. So if you've been to any club,
You feel like you feel like you've been
I'll
there.
say blue.
Okay. How about this? And I'm talking about neighborhoods here. Osu or Laboni?
Oh, Laboni.
You like Laboni? So why Laboni over Osu?
I'm a suburban person.
Okay.
I like to be like near the action, but not in it. So I think Laboni, you can get, but yeah.
Laboni, that's actually a perfect example.
Yeah.
A perfect example.
Yeah.
Okay, one more.
Okay.
Since we know you don't like rice, and we know you don't like banku, and we know you don't. Well, not that you don't like it, but it's not one of your favorites. We're gonna go to good old American sweet potato pie versus apple pie.
I'm stressed out. Because this is where
Sweet potato pie
everybody's
versus
going to
apple
be
pie.
like, she said what? But apple pie with cheese and ice cream. That's my favorite.
That's not weird to me. So I've heard about this cheese on apple pie thing. I mean, it's not. I'm a sweet potato pie guy, though, all day.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. We don't have,
No,
it's okay. The point of us playing this choices game is for us to remember and recognize that every day we all make different choices. We make different choices that we don't even really think about. It's just we make choices based on the things that we like, based on the things that we're comfortable with, based on where we're from. And our choices should never divide us. Our choices should only serve to help us get to know each other better so that we can be more unified. Choices. Okay, next up, top 5.
Okay.
Are you ready for top 5?
I'm ready.
Okay, top 5 is simple. I'm going to give you 5 categories,
All right.
and you choose.
Okay.
You give us one top of each category.
Oh, okay. Whew, I thought I was ready.
Pressure.
Pressure.
Pressure bust pipes. Okay, number 1, favorite book of all time. Now, let me explain this top 5. If it's not your favorite, like, you just choose one for us and tell us why.
Okay. Yassi's actually Transcendent Kingdom, her latest work.
Transcendent Kingdom by Ya
Gyasi.
Gyasi. Ya Gyasi. Okay. Transcendent Kingdom. Why that book?
It gives such a multidimensional look at a Ghanaian immigrant's life living in Alabama and confronting racism, but also confronting mental health issues. And it goes back and forth in such a way that I identified with every character. And I just love, she's a Ghanaian American author.
Okay.
Her name is Ya, which my name is Ya, technically born on Thursday.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I felt like I actually went into her world and I loved it.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice. Okay, how about this? Favorite sport?
Ooh, I'm
You
big.
can only choose one.
Only choose one. To play or to watch? Okay, volleyball.
Volleyball.
Yeah.
To play and to watch?
Yeah.
Nice. Did you play volleyball?
Yeah.
Okay. You played in high
High
school?
school,
College?
No.
High school.
No, I was a dancer.
Nice.
Jumping like it's hot. But no, I have like, sometimes when you have like anger management issues, you just hit the ball and it's like,
Okay.
like I love that.
Got you.
Yeah.
Volleyball it is.
Volleyball.
All right. Favorite food? It can be a type of food
Easy.
or a specific
Done.
dish.
Mexican guacamole every day, like every
Chips
type.
and guacamole.
Every day.
Taco
of my life.
Tuesday?
Every day.
La Cocina?
La Cocina, La Borracha, like my house, like, yeah. And when I go back and forth, I always bring like refried beans. I always bring tortilla, like Mexican guacamole. Hands
Guacamole.
by itself.
Just guacamole.
Just by itself.
with
guacamole.
chips, with
Not even with like.
you can just eat guacamole with a spoon.
Yeah, and I do.
Wow.
I
wow,
do.
wow. I'm gonna have to make you some of my avocado toast. I think I make like the best avocado toast in like a 5,000-mile radius or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, when you're saying food, like it's hard to choose because I'm greedy, so I'll eat anything. Like,
I'm greedy too.
yeah.
All right, so next, favorite musical artists across all genre of all time. You can only pick one.
I'm so sorry, Drake. Nina Simone.
Nina Simone. No, that's I see, so I'm a Drake fan. But Drake and Nina, I can't even. I get it.
Yeah.
Like
I think Drake would get it.
No, I think he would get it. He probably would say, "Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't pick Nina Simone over me either."
Yeah.
I get it.
Nina.
Okay. Favorite place to vacation? It could be a place that you've already been, or it could be a place that you want to go.
I would say Reykjavik. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Reykjavik, Iceland was top 2 and not 2. Like, it was amazing.
Really?
Yeah, totally.
What was it about it?
You know, like, it was just clean air, nice people, seeing very different environments, like seeing a geyser. I don't think I've ever seen a geyser, and being in a hot spring and these volcanoes and black sand beaches and more than 12 hours were darkness. So it was off the beaten path, and it was kind of in the time that I needed a getaway. So
you needed to be there. So
I should probably learn how to pronounce that place, but that place, that part, Iceland.
Say it again.
That
part.
Reykjavik.
That part. So that is our top 5. Why do we do top 5? What you should know is that as you begin to travel and move around the diaspora, especially if you're moving from London, America, the Caribbean, or whatever, to an African country, one good way to get to meet somebody is to find out their top 5. Again, our focus is figuring out a way to help us bring each other closer together. And I know it's kind of weird, right? You're not going to sit next to somebody waiting to board a plane and be like, hey, what's your top 5? They might be like, what? I'm not sitting next to this crazy guy. But it works. So make sure you ask someone's top 5 as you're getting to know them. Especially if you're dating or something like that. You can just play your own little dating game. But we're going to get more into that. So let's dive into the interview and learn more about our guest, Karen Johnson. And we are back with another exciting guest and another exciting episode of Diaspora Link. We've already found out a little bit about our guest. Now let's dive into the interview and help me welcome Karen Johnson. Karen.
Hi.
My sister.
My brother.
How are you?
I want a hug.
You want a hug? No problem. No problem.
My brother. Thank you.
No problem. Don't try that at home, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
We don't want anybody getting hurt.
No.
All right, so, Karen.
Diallo.
What brings you to Accra?
Ooh,
that's a big question, right?
It's such a big question. It's like juicy. I've been coming to Accra since 2016.
Okay.
And I came here for the first time for vacation. I was actually going to South Africa for a music festival. The flight was way too long from Los Angeles. Had to figure out where to break it up. And I was like, let me break it up in Accra. So I came here for 5 days, and I was like, what?
This is 2016?
Yes.
Okay.
2016, way before the year of return.
Right, right.
Which, you know, I came back for that as well. But I came for vacation, and I came for just maybe 5 days, 6 days. And I was like, you know, I got the bug. It felt good on me.
5 days.
Yeah, in one day.
In one
day.
The first 24 hours. Your first day, your first 24 hours, you got bit by the Ghana bug.
For sure. I went to this lounge in Osu, a rooftop lounge, and I was talking to someone, and this guy goes, how are you liking Ghana so far? I said, how do you know I've never been to Ghana? He's like, oh, I can see you glowing. So that's like the first 24 hours for me. Okay. And I kept coming back and forth, each time longer and longer. Okay. And then I just made the move last year. I was like, I can't have my epicenter be in the States.
So you made the move in 2020.
Yeah, COVID.
During the pandemic. Okay, all right, so this is what we're going to do. Now let's backtrack. We're going to get back, we're going to come back to you being here and what you're doing here. Now, let's tell everybody, where are you from?
Okay, from Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
Originally, born and raised, and then I went to college in Washington, D.C. So I always say I came of age in D.C. Okay. But those two are my anchors. So
elementary school, middle school, high school, all of that L.A.?
Yep.
In L.A., like L.A. proper, within the tax-paying lines of L.A.
Yep, like if I didn't have on heels, I'd probably do the crip walk or something like that, but it's okay. I could beat my feet too, but you know.
Right. Okay, so then you went to D.C. for school.
Yeah, I went to undergrad there.
Where did you go to school in D.C.?
The American University, once an eagle, always an eagle.
Ah, okay. You know, it's all, you know what I appreciate about AU? I went to UDC, right up the street, and our library was not 24 hours.
Yeah.
In my grad school, I spent a lot of time in AU libraries,
Yeah.
studying literary criticism.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, AU's campus is beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful
And,
campus.
you know, we've done a great deal of diversity, equity, and inclusion work.
Yep.
I think when I was there, and I don't want to date myself, but I was there in
Don't worry, you ain't got to tell us.
okay, but there were very few students of color. And those of us who were there, it was actually, I don't know if I'm getting ahead of myself, but it was like my first time being introduced to a lot of the diversity in African culture, because where I'm from in LA, we mostly have Ethiopians.
Okay.
And everyone thinks I'm Ethiopian, so I got like roped into feeling like an honorary Ethiopian. But when I went to college, I was like, wow, like this is really opening my mind. So that was my first curiosity really about the continent.
You know, you just brought up something interesting, because a lot of people don't talk about the diversity in African cultures.
Correct.
So when you grew up in LA, you were mainly around Ethiopian culture.
Yeah.
So West African culture, South African culture, things that a lot of people are more familiar with now wasn't necessarily present when you were growing up.
Not at all. Or if it was, I wasn't, you know,
Right.
exposed to it.
Okay.
So that might have been my own miseducation, misinformation. But yeah, by the time I went to school on the East Coast and met my Ivorians, you know, I was like, oh, what is this?
Right,
you know?
right.
So yeah.
So AU, so you went to college in DC, and then from DC...
Stayed. I
Stayed
worked
in
on
DC.
Capitol Hill.
Okay.
I worked
What did you do on Capitol Hill?
I worked on both the House and Senate side. So when I was working on the House side, I worked for, this is going to date myself. Dang. I worked for...
Don't worry. You look good, sis. You look good. You look
okay.
good.
Well,
So
you know, black don't crack.
whatever date it is, it's okay.
So this was about 2005, 2006.
Okay.
And I worked for, at that time, Ways and Means Chair Charlie Rangel.
Okay.
And then I went over, and again dating myself, I worked for Senator Clinton when she was a senator.
Okay.
So I worked basically on those two sides of government, and then from there went to work on the Hillary Clinton campaign on her first presidential primary run.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. And stayed. Went all the way through when she was working at the State Department. I worked at USAID.
Okay.
I went back to school. I left when I was 30.
Wow.
So
okay.
that was yesterday.
That was yesterday. No problem. Yesterday it is. All right. So you mentioned that you were on your way to South Africa.
Yeah.
Right. And you stopped in Ghana.
Yeah.
So you've been to South Africa. You've been to Ghana. Are there other African countries that you visited?
Yeah. I've been to Morocco.
Okay.
Which was lovely. Again, this diversity of the African continent.
Yep,
Morocco is
yep.
like way heads and tails different in terms of shape, texture, dimension, culture,
Yes.
food, language, the whole
I need to
smell,
go back. I need to go
experience.
back to Morocco.
I need to go
I was
back to
only in
Morocco.
Casablanca, and I need to go to Marrakesh.
Okay,
So-
see, I went to Casablanca, Marrakesh, and Chefchaouen,
Okay.
and even want to go back myself to
Nice.
Fez, and you know,
A friend of mine told me Fez is the jewel of Morocco. Anyway, we're not going to get too...
we just gonna go.
I got you. Okay, so
There's a
Morocco,
direct
South Africa, Ghana,
Nigeria. I
Nigeria.
just came back from Nigeria. I've been to South Africa multiple times.
Okay.
And then one of the times that I was there, I was working on a documentary with my sister.
Okay.
So really had a deep dive into a lot of the anti-apartheid struggles that this one particular character that we were profiling went through. So that was really intense. And then Kenya.
Kenya. Okay, nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do now is dive into the game that we love called Africa in 60.
Okay.
So, Africa in 60 is really simple,
Okay.
where we challenge our guests to name as many African countries as they can in 60 seconds.
Oh.
See, okay, we got that competition is coming. Look. And look, everybody wants to know the leaderboard. How am I doing? How did I do against other people? We're going to put the leaderboard up at some point. So,
all right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Is my timer starting?
Who
We
am I
ready to
looking
go?
at?
You looking at me. Don't
Okay,
worry about
okay.
nobody else. This is between me and you.
Okay.
We're going to count. Okay.
Every time I say it, though, you need to be like,
No. We're going to keep count. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, Angola, Algeria, Egypt, Sudan, South Sudan, Republic of Congo, Nigeria, Benin, Ivory Coast, Senegal, Togo, Ghana, of course, Kenya, of course, South Africa, Botswana, Tanzania. There are so many. Let me go back up to the north. Let me get Libya, Morocco. Did I say Algeria?
Nope, Algeria.
Okay, Algeria. Equatorial Guinea.
Nice.
What are my ECOWAS countries? Okay, Liberia. Did I say Cote d'Ivoire?
Nope.
Okay. Give me. See, now I'm feeling stressed because I was off to a really good start.
Don't worry. We got some more in the east.
Okay, Botswana.
Go east.
Obviously Ethiopia. How did I miss that? Eritrea.
Okay, that's it. Time up.
Dang.
You got about 25. You did good.
That's only half, though.
Yo, you did a good job. I mean, everybody feels like they should have done better, but when the pressure is on, it's different.
Yeah.
You could be looking at the African map all day, every day, but when the pressure is on, it's different.
Yeah, because I miss Chad, I miss Uganda, I miss Rwanda.
Hey, don't try to add Zamunda and Wakanda. You forgot Zamunda and Wakanda. Don't try to add any more. But, ladies and gentlemen, Africa in 60. Why do we play Africa in 60? We want you to know that Africa is a large continent. It's diverse. There are 54 countries. In each country, there are multiple languages. There are multiple cultures. So there's so much happening on this continent that when you think about Africa, make sure you just don't think Africa is one place. No one speaks African. It's a whole wide, vast land. So let's respect that. All right, let's get back to the interview.
I love it.
You like that? See, that's why we didn't prepare you for that, because we wanted to see how. But you was ready though. You got to the edge of the chair. You was ready to get it. Okay, so we talked about you in AU, and then you working on the Hill, House of Representatives, and the Senate. So at some point you stopped doing that and you decided to do something else.
Yeah. So at some point Hillary Clinton lost her election. So and I mean the second one, right? So at that point I felt that I had put all my chips in the political basket, and I actually really wasn't getting out of it what I wanted, not just in terms of employment, but in terms of satisfaction. So I had a house in DC that I sold, made a bunch of money, and I did what I felt a lot of people don't really get an opportunity to do, which is at 30 paid off all my debt and traveled. So I went everywhere. I was like a traveling fool, and it was like, oh, you in Costa Rica?
Europe, South America, Asia, Africa.
Yeah, I put Africa last. Not in terms of like last priority, but I put it in the space where I was like, I know that once I get here, I'm gonna want to spend the most amount of time.
Got you.
So I would go to like Thailand for a week, or I go to Costa Rica for a little bit, and I popped all over. I think I did Iceland. I did some like off the grid places, even for me. And then, I just had a very special connection to the continent. And at that point, I had the time, the money, the resources. I should put a little asterisk point that I lost my mom in 2018. So I had to go back to LA.
You know.
It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I lost my mom to breast cancer. So please, 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 like, check the tatas. But
ladies, from Karen, check your breasts, check your tatas, as she says.
Yeah.
Breast cancer is very serious. So shouts out and respect to everybody who's lost someone to breast cancer, and to everyone who's dealing with breast cancer at any point in their lives.
Yeah. And the reason I put that asterisk in there is because it really changed my outlook and purpose, because I started a legacy scholarship in honor of my mom. And that legacy scholarship is one that I run through the Black Swan Academy in DC to bring youth to the continent of Africa. So it kind of really
Now what year was this? This was, your mom passed in 2018,
Yeah.
and you did this the same year?
Yeah, so around the time we met.
Right.
Yeah, around the time we met. So
in LA.
In LA.
Crazy outside of whatever it was. We made it happen. We was like on a park bench.
outside of like the Hollywood Bowl.
Exactly.
Like, are you outside? I'm outside. Yeah. But yeah, putting together that legacy scholarship, I knew I wanted to do something a little different. My mom was a real philanthropist and a real traveler, and actually invoked that in me. So I wanted to make sure that young people had that early on. And so I was looking at it and I was thinking, wow, like of all the places that I had traveled, Ghana was really special, and I wished I would have come sooner. So I was like, I'm going to fundraise for children to come sooner. Right. So that's kind of where I started, and my career has taken off from there in that direction.
Right. So something interesting is you first experiencing African culture, right, in LA through Ethiopian culture. Most people know when they go to Ethiopian restaurant, injera, you eat with your hands, food. And then you travel to the East Coast, and you began to have some experiences with other forms of African culture. What is it about, like, what has connecting with your culture, right? Ethiopian, South African, Ghanaian, whatever. What has that done for you, right? Because there are a lot of black people. So what has connecting with the culture done for you?
Oh, so much. Like, I think it has rooted me in my place in the world. Like, I always tell people now, I wish someone would come up to me and call me something like offensive, like the N-word or whatever. It's like, I'm an African queen. Please address me as such, you know? And I think also that it has allowed me to feel like I belong somewhere, belong to, like, even though Africa is very diverse and it's not one, like, monolithic place, one-dimensional place. Right. It is one identity. So it is an identity that I can grab to and go, this is mine. And so that's really been an anchor for me.
Nice. What about your friends and family? Have they traveled here?
Yeah, my 85-year-old father came here. Actually, my older sister is the one who I went and did the documentary with in South Africa. Okay. My middle sister has not traveled here, but she's planning to. And then my stepmother is actually a professor of African studies and African literature. So she had done a lot more traveling than even me. And then on my father's side, we're from the Caribbean. So
which island?
Barbados and Antigua.
Barbados and Antigua.
Shouts
out to my Bajans. Bye. Respect all my brothers. You know who you are.
Rihanna, call me.
I got a whole crew of brothers in D.C. from Barbados. You know, my brother, Spider the DJ, who passed away from lymphoma cancer, and he's from Barbados. And like I have a whole Bayesian family back in D.C. that I miss and I love. Shouts out, y'all. Yeah. Spider strong all day. I'll be home soon.
And also, I mean, just the connection is so strong because if you go to Asan Mansu, which is here in Ghana, the last bath, you'll see there are 3 tombs. One from the exhumed remains of a slave from Jamaica, one from an exhumed slave from the remains of an exhumed slave from New York, and then all of the collected bones and anything that could be sent back from the country of Barbados, which was donated by our Prime Minister. So very, very strong ties.
I remember when that happened.
Very strong ties.
I remember when that happened. Talk to us a little bit about Black Swan Academy.
Okay.
Like, where are these youth from? What are their ages?
Yeah, so Black Swan Academy is a nonprofit that we work in partnership with the DC public school system. Okay. We run a curriculum on pride, purpose, and power for Black youth. Okay. We focus on Black youth, although it's open to anyone. And most of our students are interested in policy, interested in politics, but they're from underrepresented communities. And so we teach them a curriculum around, like, how to be an activist, how to understand budget, how to run for office, and they sometimes run for student government. We've been doing this program now a little over 7 years. I helped start it up with Samantha Davis. She's the CEO, and I was one of the founding board members. Okay. I have since taken a step back, but what I do run is just the Betty Ann Johnson Scholarship. So that's our scholarship that we try and make sure that any of our youth, and we've actually retooled it a little bit with COVID. So any of our youth who are in any sort of need, my mom was a single mom, and you know, I just remember that, like, sometimes you need to get some school clothes, sometimes you need to get some groceries, sometimes you need to go to Ghana. And any of those things, there's a fund there. But I do a lot of work with the Black Swan Academy to make sure that our youth are on that curriculum track of pride, purpose, and power. Beautiful. Pride, purpose, and power. And with those 3 Ps, we're going to take a small break, and we'll be right back more with Karen Johnson. Peace, global African family. My name is Diallo Sumbri. I'm a co-architect of Ghana's Year of Return 2019, and I'm the president and CEO of the Adinkra Group. For the past 5 years, we've been bringing loads and loads of people to Ghana. Many of them, their first time on the African continent, their first time putting their toes in the African sand, in the African soil. And so many people have had their life changed. Our Birthright journeys are curated cultural immersion journeys centered around reclaiming cultural identity, exploring your ancestral heritage, and celebrating African resilience. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our Birthright Journey Partner Program. It's really simple, and you really don't have to do much, other than email us at info@theadinkragroup.com.
Now, what makes a great Birthright Journey partner for our program? Are you a leader? Are you an influencer? Are you that person that your family calls on to organize, or do you automatically know that that's your job? Are you somebody of status in your community? Are you a community leader? Are you that person in your church or in the school? If you are the ideal Birthright Journey partner. Do you believe that every person of African descent should have an opportunity to touch ground on the continent of Africa? If you are, then you are the ideal Birthright Journey partner. It's simple. We're going to show you how you can travel to Ghana for free. Not only can you travel to Ghana for free, but you can actually get paid to travel to Ghana. Really simple. Just contact us at info@theadinkagroup.com and set up a discovery call. You'll get to travel. You'll get to travel with your family and friends. You'll get to travel with your community. And the best part of it is that it'll be free for you. Or you'll even earn money doing it. So again, info@theadinkagroup.com. We look forward to seeing you in Ghana. We look forward to dancing with you in Ghana. We look forward to eating fufu, eating jollof, eating wache. Make sure you contact us now, and we would love for you to become a Birthright Journey partner. Madasi. And we are back with our guest, Karen Johnson. Karen, we're back. Thank you. I'm really enjoying this conversation. So I always learn something new about our guests. Like I'm always, because you think you know somebody, which is okay because you're supposed to find out more. All right, so Black Swan Academy. I think it's pride, purpose, and
power.
What kind of impact do you think traveling to Ghana will have on your students?
Oh, I think it'll be life-changing. I think it'll be life-changing in two fronts. One, a lot of our students, they're from Ward 5, 6, 7, and 8. Traditionally, DC's chocolate. This is where we come in.
Right.
I
was about to break down the wards. Let me let you go ahead, and then
which, even though they're so close to Capitol Hill or close to the National Mall, a lot of the students don't get out. They don't see it until someone exposes them to it. So I know that until someone says, here's your first passport, or here's your first time coming out of the country, like this might not happen. So I'm happy that that's like sort of that light that you never know where it's going to shine. So I love that. And the second thing is we have a curriculum of pride, purpose, and power, but it's rooted in Blackness. We deal with Black youth. So I don't think you can really have Black consciousness, Black pride, Black power, and know where it's going to take you until you know where you've come from. So I definitely think that will be, and it's my goal to expose them to that as early as possible.
That's incredible. I believe that every person of African descent, not only a young person, should at some point in their life, just touch down one time. And one of the things we always say is that we know when you get here, you find your own magic. Everybody finds their own magic. But one of the other things that we know from being experience of being on the ground is that, especially from the West, we have this very romantic and romanticized, this romantic relationship and this romanticized idea of what Africa, Ghana is, what it should be. And I'm going to get off the plane, I'm going to kiss the ground, I'm going to save some dirt and take some water home, which is cool. But we also know that the transition is not always smooth.
No, that's correct.
and it's not America, it's a different place, right? And it's something that we don't shy away from because it's real, and we want other people who are coming to learn from our mistakes and do better. And so let's get into what some of the challenges may have been that you faced in making the transition. I remember some of our conversations, that first conversation in LA, and you was like, yo, I'm thinking about moving to Ghana. And then when I saw you was like, I did it. I was like, yo, you here. Like, you here for real. So let's talk about some of the...
I'm about that life.
You about that life, 1,000%.
1,000%.
So what are some of the challenges, just in general, that you've kind of run into during the transition?
Yeah, I mean, for starters, it's expensive, and I really...
Hold on, say that again.
For starters, it's expensive.
You know why I asked you to say that again? Because people don't believe that. In every African, but Accra can be expensive.
It's expensive. It's very expensive. And I had, to your point about romanticizing it, I mean, I remember all the times that I had come before, I had either come on vacation where I was like ready to blow my money, or I had come and like stayed with a family. So it was like, oh, we really not spending anything. But when I had to pay a year's rent in advance, I was like, how? Like literally, how? Me.
That's how we can tell you've been in Ghana.
How?
A lot of people don't know that landlords will take a year's advance in rent. So if it's $500 a month, you do the math, that's $6,000. If it's $1,000 a month, that's $12,000.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard to escape it.
And I found a really fair and lovely landlord who I would gladly refer to anyone. He's so amazing, and he was really flexible and willing to work with me, but it was like a needle in a haystack. And then even when I did find him and we worked everything out, it wasn't like month to month. To your point, it's not an American system, so we didn't quite get to a year, and I think he was very fair with the pricing, but it was all my savings. It was just like at once, you know, gone. It's hard to replenish dollars, so still having to work some things out in America. It's expensive, and I think also one of the challenges I faced, how real are we going? Like how?
Well, I'm here with you.
I'm here with you.
I'm here with you. So listen.
Yeah.
Wherever you want to go, we can go.
Right,
as long as you're comfortable, I'm rocking with you. So let's go.
All right. Well, I want to get in that chair, but I'm going to stay in this one. But we gonna go over here. So I think, you know, I always viewed myself like as a very Pan-African woman, a very Pan-African person, very prideful in that Pan-Africanism ideal and blackness. And it wasn't until I got to Ghana that someone called me a white person for the first time, and I was like, a what?
What they call you, a Bruni?
A Bruni, you know, or like just even confronting that identity politics for the first time, where for so long you've had this identity crisis of trying to figure out where you fit in and where you're from and who you are, and then you get to the continent of Africa and you're like, my brother, and they're like, I don't know you. I do not know you. And in fact, not only do I not know you, it's 2 times the price. So that was happening to me few and far between. It wasn't like, you know, anything.
But enough to for you to come face to face with yourself in a different way.
Like I think 95% of the people who I've met embrace me. I think 95% of the people who I've met really understand the connection in the diaspora and want to link and want to build and want to be united. They're like-minded individuals. That's why I mess with them. You know what I mean? That's why they mess with me. But in terms of that small 5%, it's enough. And it's like, it's in the most weird of moments, you know, where you're like in the market and you're just, oh, I'm going to get some papaya, auntie, how are you? And then they're like, you know, who are you? You know, and that was hard.
I'm not your auntie.
I'm not your auntie. I'm not your auntie. And it was challenging because it really threw
That's a lot to deal with because we come from a place where we're constantly searching for identity, right? Beyond the idea of being black. And coming to Africa is the solution for us. For many of us coming from America, black Americans. Coming to Africa is the solution to restoring identity. And then when you come here, and as you said, you face that challenge where not only you see that it's not all the way what you thought, but there are black people, African people here who look at you the same way they look like as a white person. And, you know, so you've had these experiences, right? Found out it's expensive, and you've had these kind of, like you said, identity politics. So what, because I always see challenges as opportunities. So what opportunities did those things present to you? Like, how did you, I mean, money is money, so once you got to pay that money, but it definitely wakes you up to say, okay, it brings you to a new reality space of where I am and what it's going to take to stay here and do this, right? Congratulations, because you're still here. Right?
I've been here a year.
You've been here for a year, and I always tell people that sometimes we see a lot more people leave. You know, quote unquote unsuccessful than we do see stay. right? So how have you been managing the identity politics? How have you been managing this reckoning where you come face to face with yourself differently because you're here and people don't feel, you know?
Well, twofold. The first thing is I had to really come to Jesus. I am a white woman. I didn't realize this. I was like, oh my God, why she say that? Then I was like, oh, that's why she said that. Because there's like a certain level of timeliness or, you know, like talk backness, confrontation style. There's a certain level of I'm always writing things down on paper. I think that's the way you should communicate. It's like, I sent an email. And that very much so is Western and very much so synonymous with white. So then when you see why they're saying it, you're like, oh, okay, next time I won't, you know, I have an issue with some security thing. I won't write an email. I will just go and address it in the same way that it should be addressed, which is, you know, a little bit of like involving the elders, or maybe not the elders, but like the people who have lived here, because that's how it should be handled. When I started handling things differently, I started being addressed differently. So I go, oh, all right, let me show up 30 minutes late. That's cool.
Let me not be the only person on time.
Let me not be the only one here on time. That works
for
out.
Everybody else
that
getting
works
frustrated.
Out. Yeah, and when I get into a situation where I'm frustrated or somebody is, you know, sort of trying to like nickel and dime me, for example, I gave it in the market, it's like at this point, I just give the money because I'm like, I don't really want to go back. If I do see you as my sister and I do want this papaya, even though I know you're charging me some quote unquote Oberni price, I have it. So let me give it to you, because at the end of the day, I don't want to go back and forth. And the next time I come back, now you're calling me auntie, you know? So that's kind of changed. And
I got you. That's honorable, because me, I want my 2 CDs. So no. I'm not a tourist, so I know how much it costs in 3 regions.
Yeah.
So I know the price for Accra.
Yeah, no, it's true. Like, and I guess the thing is, like, you have to just decide.
Yes,
do I want to go back and forth about 2 CDs?
No, you're right. You're right. Sometimes, because I get it. Trust me, I get it. And that's a part of the learning. So what are you doing here in Accra now? How are you sustaining yourself? What kind of work are you doing? What are you building? Talk to me about that.
So I have elevated up a notch from the Betty Ann Johnson Scholarship, which I still do run and work on. But I have a wonderful, like you know her, I have a wonderful philanthropic partner in Wala El Sheikh, who runs Birthright Africa. So Birthright Africa is a fundraising partner and basically working with a lot of organizations to help fundraise for that sole purpose of having youth explore their ancestral homeland. So I'm a Birthright Africa ambassador. I do a lot of fundraising for both my scholarship and the larger programmatic piece, because anyone can apply for Birthright Africa. It doesn't have to be specific to Washington, D.C. It doesn't even have to be specific to Ghana. You can explore your ancestral homeland. We have programs all over the continent, and they're building every day. So I'm really a huge advocate for Birthright Africa, and I do a lot of work with them and a lot of work here on the continent with programmatic elements. And then I have passive income. I invested in some properties back in the States, which is why I said that it being expensive is something you really need to know, because if you're in your bag right, here is the place where you can open your entrepreneurial dreams. Like, it's one of those things where I was like, wow, I can really flip the bag here.
It's possible,
It's
right?
possible.
It's possible,
It's
right?
possible. And when
you take the bag like this and flip it all the way over.
Flip it, just, you know.
We in the kitchen. You know, we being silly. Go ahead, come on.
Yeah, but there's I always say when I first came to Ghana, one of the things I loved, from even the women selling things on the roadside, all the way up to your tailors and to your hair braiders, and then up and up and up, you have entrepreneurial spirit. So here, when you come and you have just a little bit of capital, you're like, oh, I see this needs to be fixed. It's a challenge. I didn't like that, how it went, and I know that I can improve upon it, and I can improve upon it in a way that works for Ghanaians as well. So I've been looking into doing a startup of my own, and it's been sustaining me, but I wouldn't be able to do it without the passive income I have from the States.
Right, and that's from real estate rental income. Okay, nice. So what, do you have any other future plans or dreams, or can you share more about your startup? Is it Is it? If you can't, if you can't, I understand.
I can.
Okay.
I can.
Just what you can, because I understand intellectual property and proprietary rights.
No. Okay, so just a little bit about me and like my randomness. I love snail mail. I always say like I'm such a analog girl in a digital world. I still have stamps. I still write cards. And the post office here is just like non-existent. Addresses here are kind of non-existent. So when I first came here, I was like, how do people get mail? Like, how do people really get things back and forth? And I know that there are postal systems, but I was thinking about something kind of akin to like how you have like a FedEx or like a USPS where everything is all in one, and I don't see that here. So that's kind of where I'm going.
But you know what, that brings up a point. You saw something that could be seen as a gap or a lack, but you looked at it differently, and it's an opportunity.
Yeah. It's not just an opportunity for even diasporans. It's an opportunity for everybody, because even you and I talked. I remember when I called you, I was like, how did you get your truck here? Like, how do you do a container? And it's not that these things don't exist. They do exist. But the vetting that you have to go through to find the right person who's not going to have your stuff all over Tema, and then you got a box and it is flipped. Okay. So now I'm like, all right, this shipping and receiving, there's something to it. And
there's definitely something to it.
And everyone who I know who's here as a diasporan is doing something for themselves, whether it's in the auto industry, the creative industry. So I feel very supported.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
What advice would you give for other people in your shoes who have some savings, right? Or have some passive income, especially since the pandemic? What advice would you give people who might be looking to make that connection to some African country and move here?
The first I would say is do it. I do not regret it. Just do it.
You do not regret it. Okay.
No. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Jump out the window. Just do it.
Jump out the window. So, because the saying, jump and grow wings.
Yeah.
Now, everybody, like, it takes a certain kind of person, I think, to jump and grow wings, but to jump and grow wings. But I do think that everyone can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
especially if you're from LA. You got wings. You know what I mean? Like, when you think about it, that's actually the blessing of my life, is like being from LA, being from DC, being from these like big cities, and epic proportion of an epicenter. That's the word I was looking for. But basically, when you already have to have a little bit of grind and hustle to you anyway, it's going to go far. You know what I mean? So yeah, jump out the window.
And you bring that hustle here, it'll multiply. Like, hey, is Ghana is it Hustle Central? Or is it Hustle Central?
I think it's like Hustle Central, then like, exponentially hustle from there.
Right. So, Karen, let me know if this is okay.
Okay.
Are you single?
Yes.
Are you ready to mingle?
Absolutely. You know somebody. Wait.
She's single and ready. This is not a dating show, but this is my sister, so we're gonna get into it. All right, let's talk about this for a little while.
Okay.
I've had 3 women who've traveled with me here on a trip for the first time, meet a man, and get married within a year.
Yeah.
Or less than a year. So if you're a single woman, a black woman, and you're moving or visiting Accra, like, is it just, I've heard a lot of different things. I don't know. I'm a married man, but is it like, are the Ghana boys, is it just, are they here for you? Like, what's happening?
Yeah. Oh, of course. So let me just say, I'm single now. Which camera should I look in? Hello. Hello. I'm single now. Okay. Have a Ghana number, US number, whichever one, WhatsApp, Instagram. You could call me. It's fine. And he can vouch.
This is my sister.
Yeah.
But if she called me, it's a problem. She shouldn't have to call me. Don't have her call. Okay, go ahead.
I can't cook. That's it. I can't cook. But let me just say I'm single now, but when I first came, I was engaged.
Okay.
And I was engaged to a Ghanaian, and I love and adore that Ghanaian, and I'm still close to that Ghanaian, and he's like my person.
Okay.
It didn't work out because we have 2 different religious views and a lot of different cultural views that came up, especially in terms of like child rearing and vision for family.
Gotcha.
So
which are important things, and things that I would say most people would agree are things that might prevent you from getting married.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to hear that those, because some people don't have those conversations.
No. Well, COVID hit, so we had no choice. You got to talk. You got to talk.
Find out more. Okay.
And I grew up in a somewhat abusive household,
Okay.
Which was from generations of abuse, generations of trauma. So I'm very specific about like not hitting children, and I know that here, like people are like, you won't beat what, you know, and it's like my child, you know.
I will beat you.
I will beat you. So I was like, well, then we can't really have kids because I can't really have that kind of like trauma. But I say all of that to say that being single has been the best aspect of living here. I love dating here. I love it. It is my favorite. Yeah.
Now I have some other sister friends here, and I've heard different views about dating, but everybody not caring.
Everybody not Karen. Everybody not Karen. Karen is cute. Okay. Karen got the little latest fits. Karen always got her little nails on deck. Yeah.
Right.
I just love that it's like I always say, if there's plenty of fish in the sea, Ghana is the sea. So you meet all kinds of black men. They're doing,
not just from Ghana, from all over.
Oh yeah. They're doing everything. They're into everything. You know, I dated someone who was into the gold industry, someone who was into shipping and receiving, someone who was an entrepreneur, someone who worked for the government. I mean, everything under the sun. And it doesn't mean that it works, but I'm of the mindset, like, I have not sat home one Friday night, you know, and it's lots to do, be social, be out, be, you know, in community with people. And when you meet these brothers out here and they just like, it don't mean nothing to them to give you a compliment.
Right.
You know, and
it's not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not heavy to do.
No. And if you're like me, where you have natural hair or like, you know, a natural shape and all this, they love that. They're like, girl, what you worried about?
If you know how to drop it like it's hot.
If you know how to drop it, you know, after you back it up, then stop. Right? Exactly.
Right.
So I think, you know, I was always insecure about being a little bit thick and living in LA where everyone is like, you know, this model physique, and they've done all these surgeries, and don't get it twisted, they do that all over the world, but it's just like, well, what am I supposed to do with this little extra over here? And in Ghana, they're like, bring that little extra over here.
We like that extra.
We like that extra.
So
that's the banku. You know, that's the banku. And over here, that's the fish.
Banku on one side and the grilled tilapia on
Grilled
top.
tilapia.
So where's the pepper? Can we?
Pepper.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So that's good, because people want to know, and there are a lot of single black women specifically and single people in general who want to know. And some people don't like talking about their dating life or the fact that they go out and stuff like that. What's one of your favorite places to go to in Accra?
I love Sandbox. I love it. It's just a beach club that has always a good like scenery, and I find it to be a good vibe, good music. I go a lot out. I live in Chato, so I go a lot out to like the Core Bridge pub. It's like a local spot, but that's where I've met not necessarily people to date, but people in my community.
Gotcha.
And I've ended up finding like, oh, this is the
In
person.
your own
Yeah, this
community
who look out, and this who, you know, this who makes the hardware and makes the tables. And then if I'm really, really, really trying to party, honestly, Ghanaians are very hospitable, so I love a good house party.
Yes, that's, you know what, we're not even, so I tell a lot of people, like, when you start to meet certain people, I'm not going to say the right people, but certain groups of people, you'll get invited to house parties. And sometimes some of the best times that you'll have is at a house party, is at a small house party that goes all night, coolers of drinks, food cooking on the grill, in the kitchen, and it's just a good time.
And if you go to a good enough house party, they'll have banku, and they'll have fish, they'll have pepper, you know, it's all good. So that's my favorite scene. When I first got here, though, I was a little offended. I was being approached by married men. I didn't know what that was about. And then I had to...
That didn't happen in the U.S.?
No.
Married men didn't... Or the way, it just felt like married men approaching you very clear that they're married, not like hiding, just like, yeah, I'm married, and... Is it like that, or?
Yeah, like it's like that. Like it's so overt, and it's also so, like in the States, I feel like it meant something. Like you think I'm, you know, down for this like side chick lifestyle. Here, I think it's more like the relationships are distinctive, and you know, I'm interested in getting to know you for who you are. Now, I haven't really like signed up for that, but it at first was a kind of like offensive thing, and then I realized, oh, there's no offense to it. So
It's just how people do.
it's just how it is.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just how it is.
That was interesting.
Yeah. So call me. Should I give my number? It's Vodafone.
No.
Yeah.
Leave us with one solid piece of specific advice
Yeah.
for women, single women, who move here and are looking and are alone and are looking to get into business and, you know, and just to start a new life. Like, what is one or two things that you would say to them? These are some things you should be sure to do. You know, like, you've already made a decision, right? You're moving here, you're here. What are a few things that you would say, do this?
Well, to everyone, not necessarily men or women, I would say
Okay.
have a little bit of humility.
Okay.
And then specifically to women, I would take that a step further. The humility piece, I would want to say, like, calm down, you know, like, don't be a hard rock when you really are a gem. I think a lot of black women, and trust me, I'm one of them, okay? Like, I'm one of them. I oftentimes can have an attitude. I oftentimes can think, what is this person doing? And, what, you know, and you instantly kind of hype it up. But if you have a little bit of humility, you'll understand that Ghana has its own rules and you don't supersede their rules. Like, just because something isn't working the way you think it should work doesn't mean it's not working.
Right.
So just understand and decolonize your mind a little bit and have a little humility to say, Uncle, what is going on here? You know, Auntie, what is going on here? Could I get some help? And then from there, like when I say calm down, I mean, you know, don't get to cursing out everybody. Because I mean, I had to run up on somebody in time. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Like, that's how I even
Sometimes
thought
you
about
got to
the,
run
you know,
up.
I thought about the shipping and receiving because all my stuff wasn't shipped or received. Okay. And I was like, let me go up in this. And really got so overworked and so angry and so this and so that. And I realized all I had to do was to really take a different approach and say, please, sir, like, can you just do what you said to do on the integrity and strength of your word? And coming down a notch has helped.
Has helped. Has helped.
Yeah, that's my
I
advice.
really enjoyed this conversation,
Same.
Karen. I think
Same.
I've definitely learned something new. And I think our listeners and viewers who are considering moving, and those who are even here, will definitely get something from this conversation. So we look forward to seeing more. I look forward to meeting students from the Black Swan Society and Scholarship out of Washington, D.C., and your Birthright Africa scholars who come.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Diallo.
Thank you all for tuning in to another wonderful episode of Diaspora Link, here exclusively on GhanaWeb with me, your host, Diallo Sumbri, and our guest, Karen Johnson.
You're doing great things around the world.
We want to thank you for tuning in with us for another episode of Diaspora Link, here exclusively on GhanaWeb TV with me, your host, Diallo Sumbri. I really hope you enjoyed the conversation and interview with our guest, Karen Johnson, who recently relocated from LA to Accra. We'll end the show today, as we do every week, with some ancestral wisdom by way of proverb. Today's proverb is, to try and fail is not laziness. I'll say that one more time. To try and fail is not laziness. We want you to take that with you, and we'll see you next week on Diaspora Link, exclusively on GhanaWeb TV.
You're doing great things around the world. You're doing great things around the world. Yeah, you're doing great things around the world. You're doing great things around the world. Great things, yeah.
a chart stopper and a trendsetter, and undoubtedly the hottest artist in Ghana currently. In his early 20s, he has been able to chalk back-to-back success, and it's something that is rare in our entertainment industry. The whole world is singing his praises, but if I want to keep talking about this gentleman, I'll go on and on and on, and I might not finish. Let's take this quick breather. When we come back, I'll unravel my guest for you. This is Talkertainement, and I'm yours truly, Elsie Lama. We'll be right back. Welcome back from that quick breather. If you just joined in, this is Talkertainement on GhanaWeb TV, and we have here the new Artist of the Year at the just ended Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. We have here the Sad Boys president. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Blacko.
Yeah, 100%.
You're welcome.
Blessings.
Hey.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're
Yes.
welcome. Charlie,
Yes.
the
I love to
bola,
you, man.
the bola dressing, no, it's part of your branding because most times
what?
me who are not the trousers.
the oversized
Yeah.
I'm just how come you bola.
Say bola trousers, Anna.
Oh yeah, oversized, yeah.
I don't. Say Obi say like people are saying that you're slim minty.
But you know, so sometimes I thought I'm share skinny ones too.
Me skinny jeans that.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I'm impulsive. I'm sure. I check me Insta and they are in. I'm sure I say I post.
Hey, you must say. But how many tattoos do you have?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces.
And what are they?
Yeah, these are the flames. And these are bats. And this crocodile traveler.
Okay.
And this tell my mother I love her. And this is the mountain goat.
Why that?
Yeah?
Why that?
Perseverance, man. Mountain goat. Climb any circumstances, climbing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how are you handling the fame so far?
I'm chilling, man. I've been chilling from time. Yeah, and making music. Yeah, I think that's the fun part of it.
Is it getting to you? Did you expect it in the first place?
In what way? Getting to me in what way?
Like, are you overwhelmed with the fame?
Overwhelmed? No.
You are not? It's not too much for you?
No. I don't let it be too much for me. Yeah. You know, because it's all about balance. Everything is all about balance. I try. We all try to balance everything, you understand?
Okay. Yeah. Is that why you are not really active? I don't want to say you are not active on social media, but you don't really get into the social media space that much.
Yeah.
Is it because you don't want to be reading all sorts of things and, you know...
You know, so social media, yeah, I think the drama makes it fun. And I'm not much into drama. Yeah.
Because you want to protect your mental space.
Yeah, you understand. The drama makes it fun, trust me. Nothing about it. But
okay.
People learn. Me, I grew up on social media, trust me. Yeah, I grew up on the internet.
When the energy was gravitating towards you about, you know, the whole buzz, you know it, everybody loves Blacko. Yeah. What did you do to bring your fans closer to you?
I think I made the music, made so much to them. And I think they found Black Sheriff, like, they went behind the music too. Some went behind the music too. Like, because people, trust me, people relate to my music different ways. Trust me.
I mean,
you know, someone
personally,
texts me like, bro, I swear to God, this song you drop saved me, bro, God bless you, bro. Someone if he texts me like, bro, this song is raging, bro, this song is messing up here. Like, the boys are you see, yeah. So like, it's like that. So that's why I feel like it all depends on the emotions and like what I put inside. I think I put in with my opinion, what I think I put inside the music. Because like, I think one time I should tape how I make music and like put it out on YouTube or something. You understand? How I make music is like, you see me putting myself in that. You understand? Like giving my all in that.
Okay,
that,
you are making music.
Yeah.
Very, very solid music. Yeah. But I think from my own perspective, I think you are not interacting with the fans as you should. Do you agree to that?
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
think you are just focused on the craft.
On the craft.
Yes. What about
and I'm
your
not
fan
interacting
base?
To the fans.
Yes.
I do.
Do you have a fan base?
Yeah. I have people who love my music.
Do you have a solid fan base? Like Sack Nation, Beam Nation? Do you have one?
You know, Sack Nation has been here for 10 years.
I know. I'm just using that as an example for you.
Let's see. I just pulled up. People started loving my music. I started finding my ways and finding my balances. So let's see, bro.
There have been arguments. Some people say you are A-list artist. Some people say you are a hot artist. How do you see yourself? Which category do you fall in?
Well, I don't categorize myself. I'm an artist.
Okay, you have to choose between the two, hot or A-list.
Hot or A-list?
Yes. Are you the hottest artist
I don't believe
now?
in all. I don't believe in the categories.
Why don't you?
I don't know why, but I don't believe in categorizing artists. Everyone is unique in their own ways. You know, you see, these A-list and categories things you do are like things that we create in our head. And we think this is, you think this is, you think this is. Same A-list and things, someone has different A-list and things in his head, you understand? There are things that we create in our head. This is hot, this is this, this is this, this is this. But in all, they are all artists.
If you are saying this, then it means you're putting someone like Sarkodie and Sefa on the same scale.
I mentioned Sarkodie, I don't mention Sarkodie.
No, I'm not saying you are mentioning, but Sarkodie is...
Brother, trust me, that's what you think it is.
Okay.
Somebody no go think like that. Yeah, trust me. It's all
Let's
opinions.
move away from this. Yeah. When people compare you to the likes of Samini, Sarkodie, Stonebwoy and co, how do you feel? How does that make you feel?
Well, if they are being disrespectful, that like it no need safe. You understand? Trust me, because people that really love me, that like go out on social media like, yo, go stream Sheriff's music, this. They don't do that. People that need their retweets and likes, like I've been telling you, man, will just do something to like make it sensitive for people to give it like their retweets and like get people to react back to what like his negative things that he's putting out, to get people to react saying to that. You understand? And I don't believe in that.
Talk about retweets. There have been complaints that you don't retweet
I do.
DJs.
If I hop on Twitter, anytime I get on Twitter, I do retweet anything.
Are you sure?
But I don't be on Twitter every time.
Kamido retweeted your song recently.
Yeah.
You didn't get a response.
Kamido?
When? Yeah. On Twitter.
Charlie, one or two them pretties now for complaints
and radio stations.
I've just not been on. Trust me. And I know why I've not been on Twitter, man. See, you man don't know how that. I wish you would feel like.
I'm saying all this because
trust me, you hop on social media. I go on social media. For different kinds of things. You go, you see your things, your heels and stuff, your distance, you screenshots and you understand. Now I pull up, I see Bearman pouring out there like that negative stuff about me and stuff. So you think I'm that, you think I'll be that this thing to be. Trust me, that's what I try to tell you. I've just been finding. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Trust me, I'm finding my balance in that. Trust me, because right now I'm at the point of if I don't take care of myself, I'll lose myself to like something. You understand? But you wouldn't. I wouldn't love to lose myself, because if I lose myself, I lose my music, I lose my everything.
You're certainly not going to lose yourself.
Yeah,
but let's look at this long-term effect.
I'm just giving you like
I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah.
But let's look at this long-term effect. Don't you think that when you don't mobilize your fans now and you don't interact with them...
Don't you think I interact with my fans? Because I feel like I do interact with them, man, a lot.
Not as it should, because now it's like,
sure? Not as it should?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try.
You should. So that one day we'll not hear on the airwaves that you people have not been promoting my works enough, as some of the A-list artists are saying now. That's just why.
Hop on my Twitter from 2019. I never complain about nothing.
Okay. So, do you have an EP or album coming up?
My tape is coming soon, very soon.
Tape?
Yeah.
What's
Could
that?
be an EP, could be an LP, could be an album, but it's a tape. It's coming.
Your outfit at the VGMAs.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah, thank you.
It was
Thank
really
you.
nice.
Appreciate it.
But there were concerns about the color. You heard about it, right?
Yeah.
MTN and Vodafone clash, sort of. What's
Oh,
your
that be
opinion about it? Yeah.
Oh, me, I didn't know about it. They didn't. Did they give any color codes? I'm not sure.
But you heard about the discussions. What's your take on it? Do you think you didn't know
What
about it?
were the discussions? Brief me about it.
Oh, I should brief you.
Yeah.
You must have heard it.
Brief me about
You
it.
wore a yellow color, which stands for MTN, on a Vodafone event.
Which stands for
which is
MTN?
red.
To you, yellow color doesn't stand for
That
MTN.
was a
for me.
discussion
There.
on the airwaves.
That's to them man to decide. Because yellow, there wasn't no MTN too.
And the keke that you were in,
Yeah.
the number plate.
The keke, I requested for a keke to be put on stage for me.
Okay.
When I'm done performing, make it come take me. I went there and keke came for me. I don't know nothing about the keke about this.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's just say you are not aware of those things. Okay, it's understandable. Do you have a management team in Nigeria that handles your stuff?
A management team in Nigeria. I have a team in Nigeria that work for me. In places, different places.
Okay.
Not just here. I have a team in London too. Yeah.
Kweku Frimpong,
Yeah.
have you ever been depressed?
Up to now, I don't know the definition of depression. Because I like questions a lot. If you was my friend, like, you would not trust me. I do ask people, like, are you depressed? I say, yes, trust me. How do you feel? How does, like, different. I've been getting different
You
explanations.
don't know what depression is.
Yeah. But, you know, sometimes you do feel bad sometimes. It get worse and stuff. And
You haven't had down moments?
oh, you do. I'm a human. And I do get down moments.
How do you pass through it? How do you go through it?
I make songs about them.
You make songs?
Yeah, so like with this Kendrick's new album, there's this song called Rich Spirits. It said, don't play with me before I turn you to a song, bro. Don't play with me. Anything that happens to me, I'll go make song with you right now.
Sometimes you come on social media and you write certain things that get people thinking. They're like, are you okay? Is Blacko alright? Why do you usually do
I don't
that?
hear that. It's Blacko alright.
Yeah.
Do you hear that?
Of course, me, I think that, and other people also do. Like you post things that get people worried.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about, especially on Twitter. I think some time ago you wrote something about being overwhelmed with the fame, and you are just a little child and blah blah. Something.
I liked it more when my life was mine. Yeah. I was just walking and I was just flashing back on my life, and I feel like right now I live in like people's faces. My life is not. I feel like my life is not mine no more. Yeah, so like that's what I've been working on, like trying to find the balance. So like it was just interesting and funny to my mind. I liked it more when like my life was mine. I feel like this is a nice line. Let me just put it on my Insta. I liked it more when my life was mine. Yeah.
So you've been robbed of your normal life. You don't go to your favorite watcher joints no more.
I do.
You can't really.
Yeah, trust me. You go see me for them. Everywhere I won't go.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but first if I went, my man them know. But now if I go, thousands of people know say I go by this thing. Yeah, that was just what I'm talking about.
We spoke about your down moments. Let's also talk about your happiest moments.
Yeah, I do get happy.
I know you get happy,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about the happiest.
The happiest.
Yes.
Most of them are after I make songs, some kind of songs. Yeah, because trust me, the only place I'm happy is like when I'm close to like my speakers and my mics, and like just making music is so fun. Because trust me, it's a whole movie. I just pull my phone like this, listen to beats, stuff, and like put myself in a movie, something that has happened in my life.
Aside making music,
yeah.
What other events happened in your life that you can classify as this has been one of my best moments?
Best moments. A dozen.
Okay, give us two of them.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'll give you like two. Yeah. Okay, so love to Ajizi. Yeah. So I had to come to Accra. Ajizi had hit me up, like that was 2019, June, August today. Yeah, Ajizi writes me. I posted this freestyle, Cry For Me freestyle. Yeah, Ajizi writes me and say, yo, Pono won't see you if you come to Accra the next morning. And I was just there when the man them home in Korea. Like, yo, how you go figure Accra? But that time, then my puppy dey Ghana. You understand? And if I went to my puppy go fit give me money, make I take go. But I'm not sure my puppy likes this music thing I'm doing. So I was just there like, how I go fit get money to that? So I just went to my auntie, my Aisha. It's like, Mom, saying I was saying, yo, I have to do this. It's like, go to your father. So I went to my daddy. I told him he liked the idea. He gave me that money. So like that time when I took that money. And I think I do remember that anytime I receive something like through this music, that's the first thing that comes to my mind, like the first money my daddy gave me for the music.
You made mention that your father wasn't into part of your music career from the onset.
Not into part, but my daddy and my mommy really wanted me to go to school because trust me, I was that brilliant. You understand? And my daddy didn't trust the music idea, but he was like, they were like always trying to put it first before the music for me. Yeah.
So at what point did they come to embrace this whole thing?
At time at teaching. At teaching.
When you say teaching, what does that mean?
I left home.
Oh, really?
From Tema. Good days, Legon, in London.
With your friends?
Yeah.
That was at what age?
In Chayo, like 2 years ago. I was 18.
And they were worried, I guess.
Yeah, somehow, but like they used to hear of me, so like and they knew I could, like, Sharif is not wild. Sharif will protect himself. Yeah, but they were checking up and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. I know this is getting interesting, but let's pause and take a quick breather. When we come back, we have so much more for you here on Talkertainement on GhanaWeb TV. We'll be right back. Welcome back from that quick breather. We are still here on Talkertainement, and I'm chit-chatting with Brakweku. What do you say about?
Sheriff. Black Sheriff. Blacko. Yeah, I like Blacko.
You like Blacko?
Yeah.
Hey, so be Afro Blacko.
Yeah, I like Blacko.
Hey.
Blacko is fine.
You met Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
What did you guys discuss and how was the vibe?
Oh, I just asked him how did he like it. Cool. How if it was cool, and
how he likes it here in Ghana.
Yeah. And he told me he liked my music.
Oh.
So he liked this. That new album.
So
is fire.
even Kendrick listens to your music. Hey, when you need packets to a crowd.
Oh, like, and you know, Ghanaians, people they watch we, and like if they come here, they try to like get much of us. You understand? Like when they drop Ghana, they listen Ghana music and stuff. They get put on new music and like that. Yeah, I told them congrats, brother. It's blessed. Like that. I was very shocked. Like, yeah.
Oh, so you didn't have the opportunity to do any business, ABR with him?
Oh, it's a party, yo. Hey, it was a party that we share with everybody. So, bro, I'm gone. Yeah, like that.
So the setup for the 3 Music Awards, everybody liked it. I liked it. Everybody liked it. It became a challenge, and everybody was, doing some of it. Yeah. And Sadiq came to state that it was meant for Sarkodie. How did you? People were criticizing him that he shouldn't have said some stuff like that. But do you actually think that? How did you feel about it? And has your respect for him decreased in any way?
Oh, brother, I knew that before I got on that stage.
Okay.
Yeah, he told me before I got on the music stage. Yeah, so I knew before you guys knew. Yeah, and like, it's just an information. Oh, then we did try bill for SAG Barry. Just as information, just to know about that stage. I don't think I should make it get to my feelings. I don't think you should have feelings in this thing. It's just an info you should know. He thinks you should know. You understand? Because he thought I could, like, if I knew, nothing could happen. So, like, he told me. And, like, he thinks you guys should know. That's why he said it on the radio. I'm not sure this, yeah.
Which mood were you in when you were recording Quickly the Traveler?
It was just... initially, before I heard the beat, like, it was just a normal mood. But, like, when I heard the beat, Like, man, this beat is sad. And like when I hear like sad stuff, I just try feel in that vibe, like immerse myself into that vibration. You understand? And like write something, like put words together. Because I'm good at putting words together and like turning like real life stories or like stuff I've heard like to songs, like to make them make sense. That's how it is. I was just chill and writing.
Why are you so much engulfed with sad stuff to the extent that you have to name your fan base or whatever sad boys? Is it that you also believe in the fact that we live in a country where like Charlie is it that was that an inspiration for you?
I think that one is like a basic thing or like a reality you should know, I should know. Like for here you for make it out. Like it's not easy, you understand? Yeah. And like to me, you guys should look out for my album. Or like my tape or like my EP I go drop, like the tape I'm dropping next. Yeah. I'm not sure if it will be an EP or like an LP or like an album. But
you know you haven't answered my question.
Yeah.
I said the sad vibrations.
Yeah, and because I'm not sure we'll have the time to like discuss the whole stuff.
Just give me a gist.
Yeah. Okay, there's nothing. I felt like there's nothing to smile about in this life, brother. Let's sad up there. Let's sad up and if I smile, if I sad, same thing. Obviously, like man, it's just sad up and brown. Yeah, because I can't be coming laughing to this one.
Why do you always talk about marijuana in your songs?
Yeah, marijuana.
Is that a motivation? Like
no, no, it's not a motivation or something. I just love to spice it up. You understand? Yeah, cause I grew up in Konongo Zongo. No be today marijuana they come. I see marijuana as a kiddie. I see people, right, smoking the marijuana for the street dancers. So if I'm talking, like I've seen it, like like if I'm writing, flashing back to like where I grew up and stuff, those things come to my head. I spice it up, drop it. Yeah, man.
Some people say you are overhyped. What do you have to say about that?
That's their belief. That's not my reality. I don't believe I'm overhyped. That's what someone believes. I can't trash it. I can't trash it.
You lost the Artist of the Year to Kitty.
I didn't lose it.
You didn't lose it?
Yeah, I didn't lose it. Mr. Kitty deserved it. I deserved it. Everybody for that side deserved it. I'm a big fan of Lord Sugar. He knows. Big love to you, Marshalla.
So are you going to be doing something with him soon?
Oh, trust me. We go to drop songs. Yeah, we go to collaborate and drop. Yeah, trust me.
Blacko, what's your kind of woman? I
don't have a kind of woman. Yeah, this question is pointing you.
You didn't see it coming.
Yeah, Blacko is the kind of woman. I don't have a kind of woman.
Well, anything goes.
If you see you love her, you go love her. Trust me. If you see her, you dey love her, you go love her.
What does that even mean?
You see, you know the bad pigeon.
I understand, but
if you see him, you go love him.
Okay.
You go love him.
So
if you see him, you won't love him. Way you go like love him, you go love him. If you see him, he be him, you go know.
Please break it down for me.
If you see him, way he be him, you go know.
Okay, so have you seen that that you're talking about?
This question's big.
Hey, Blacko.
Like this question, you big for my top. I don't know how to like answer. It's a very big question. Blacko, what's the kind of your type of one? And I say I don't have a type of
you said when you see you go love or whatever it is.
And what was the question that I said this to you? What was the question?
What's the question?
That made me say if you see him, you go know.
What's your kind of woman?
Yeah, I say if you see him, you go know. Like I'm just giving like
so have you met her
yet? I'm giving a free game to the man them. If you see him, you go know. Make nothing threaten your mind. Make no pressure, no pressure, peer pressure pull you. Say. If you see him, it's a free game I'm giving to the man them, not my reality or something. It's a free game everyone should know. I think you should know too.
How you go know? Is it the intuition?
Yeah, intuition. You go tell you. Yeah. So I don't know. So if I see you already, or if I don't see that one, I don't know. But it's a free game I'm giving to the man. Then I don't have a type of woman, but if you see a type of woman.
So you've not met her yet?
I don't know. Okay.
Or your mind no dey
questions.
there?
Plenty questions.
Oh, black cool.
Plenty questions. Plenty
Make
questions.
you no do that.
I wouldn't love to talk about that, man.
Hey, or black you're in love. The way you behave.
In love with who? Tell me. Tell me, I'd love to know. Because you guys ask these questions like you.
We want to know,
No.
We just want to know.
Don't have a girlfriend.
You don't have a girlfriend.
I think that's what you want to know.
You are denying, or should we believe?
Denying who? That's what I'm saying. You're asking me this question like you know. So like, let me know if you know my girlfriend. Let me know. Let me see.
Okay. So how do you handle female fans?
I do reply to their DMs. Say hi, like I liked stuff, their stories, and reply to their, like some congratulate me, like yeah, black or this, and like some send prayers and stuff. Yeah, those varieties of messages, like just reply to them. Thank you, love you, bless you. Thank you, love you, bless you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and they'll tell you. I feel more fun than they will tell you.
We hear you if you say so. If you are to date any female celebrity, who will it be?
I don't have a celebrity crush. I have a celebrity crush. Yeah.
Ghana internationally.
I have a celebrity crush.
Blacko wants to come clean. Yeah, tell why.
Come clean as in.
We are currently on this segment.
I don't know what to tell you about again.
We are going to be playing some game here. You have to pick, and then you ask whatever question, you answer whatever question that you choose. Sorry for that.
Front or back? Hey, Charlie, what be that? What be front or back? What be front or back?
Front or back? Are you a boobs person or you're an ass person?
We're women, boobs and ass. How they like us?
Okay.
Yeah. How they like us?
So can I have that?
Yeah. I have front or back.
Sorry?
Yeah, I like this.
What is your manager whispering?
What is the naughtiest thing you've ever done?
Black hole.
You man are trying to be naughty. So the naughtiest thing you've ever done. Can you tell me the meaning of flirt? What's flirt?
Okay, so flirt is like you're not an item with a person. Like you're not seeing the person, but you just like it could come as a compliment. It could just come as you guys are just goofing around.
Yeah, I think I've done that like more than twice. Flirt. That flirt.
That's the naughtiest you've done.
Yeah.
Flirt.
More than twice. Yeah, flirt.
Black hole.
Like that you don't know that dark flirt song.
Hey.
You don't know that dark flirt. You don't know dark flirt. Yeah,
no wahala.
Flirt, bro.
Black hole. So your last words to your fans.
Yeah, my last words are always appreciation. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for supporting me and my music. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for telling someone about me. It's only up from here, trust me. And I love you guys so much. The tape is coming. And keep supporting Black Hole. I love you. When it's on, then it's on. You can't stop till it's done. Sika dam na me bo. Abranti amasi swo. It's a great smile. Campaign kuana mechi. It's a great smile. It's a great smile. Tida. You go see me for the roadside. Talking to the most high. Wow.
Remember, you know a traveler.
Yeah, you so.
Remember,
you know a traveler.
The name is Kweku the Hustler. It's been far away chasing.
True word too. Remember, you know a traveler.
Though?
The name is Kweku. Guala. It's like Gualala.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Guala.
Okay.
Guala. Guala is dough.
Oh, it's money.
Guala is dough, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm chasing Guala from time.
Okay, so here's where we wrap up on this edition of Talkertainement. I hope you liked every bit of it. We come your way another time. Until then, stay blessed and stay safe. We are out.
To be mentored or tutored by one of the greatest minds in engineering in Africa, we're all bound to make some mistakes. And that's what the story of our guests on this week's edition of the Untold here on GhanaWeb TV will teach us. The story of Fiavi Kweku Mauto is one that would inspire you. Also, here is a catch. This young man, beyond all his creativity, learnt none of this from the classroom, a naturally born creative. Welcome once again to this week's edition of The Untold here on GhanaWeb TV. Let's bring you all of the details right after this. Born an Ewe, Promise starts off his story by telling us how it is that he was raised as an Asante.
My name is Fiavi Kweku Mauto. Other people call me Promise based on how I was born. So basically, my dad is an Ewe. By blood, I'm an Ewe, but I was raised by an Asante man. So I was being adopted into the Asante family. So my dad and my mom are alive. I have 6 siblings. They are all alive. So we were all living in Accra. I was born in Nansoma, DC. So my youngest brother, that was our last born, that is Kwame Safo. Because of him, I'm here today.
To be named Promise was not just mere coincidence or chance, and he shares the fine details.
When my parents was about to give birth to me, there was a prophecy. That is why I'm called Promise. So after I was giving birth, the man asked them to bring me to him when I'm old enough. So after I completed JSS, they brought me here, and I couldn't continue schooling because the man saw something in me and he wanted to grow me up.
But very soon in his life, he learned the hard way on giving up on certain dreams to be able to achieve other greater ones.
Initially, I wanted to be a footballer. I love football so much, so I wanted to be a footballer. But when I came, he was like, no, that is not my path. I need to focus on what is in me. So when I came, I was fixed to a certain portion into the company, that is the pattern making department. What we do is we produce any given artifact that is being given to us, which is being forwarded for foundry, that is casting. So basically, I was taught how to manipulate or duplicate any given artifact, and that will be forward for casting.
Doing art for the last 12 years, Promise says his biggest trick has been learning the skill of being observant rather than being engulfed in a lot of youthful exuberances.
It's been 12 years now since I've been here, and it's all about work. Because of that, I was taught how to observe things, not to get involved in any activities, that is parties, friendship, so many things. What I do is focus on the work, what I can do for myself, and what is given to me, how I can grow on it and then inspire the world. So through there, I realized I have this strong to reality.